today, right after the revealing that Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko has actually nominated NRM self-declared General Miguna Miguna to be his deputy after the resignation of Polycarp Igathe that actually split the Nairobi leadership. Now, we'll definitely take a look at what the response by Miguna Miguna has been and perhaps how Kenyans have reacted to this move that is set to actually change the dynamics of Kenyan politics. We'll definitely highlight this among other stories that will actually consist of our 30-minute broadcast. Welcome. My name is Jesse Rogers. Moses Kitonga is our sign language interpreter. Let's get right into it and take a look at the stories taking center stage tonight. Is he boarding or not? Kenyans sent into a frenzy following Miguna's county nomination. Peace and cohesion key in achieving development goals, Deputy President Ruto urges religious leaders. Street children mania, we highlight the psychological status actively present throughout. Harambee Stars move 3 positions higher in latest FIFA World Rankings. Welcome to the broadcast. KUTV News at 8 starts right now. Now, the move by Nairobi County Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko to nominate the self-declared NRM General Miguna Miguna to deputize him has elicited reactions among political leaders in the Jubilee administration as well as other Kenyans alike. As Victor Nabiswa narrates, political analyst Ndungu Wainaina has refuted the move, saying that it is an indication of division between Sonko and the ruling government.
They say in politics there are no permanent enemies. This is the narrative Nairobi residents are coming to terms with after Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko nominated controversial lawyer Miguna Miguna to deputize him. In his letter to the Speaker of the Nairobi City County Assembly, Beatrice Elachi, Governor Sonko shocked many when he said the self-proclaimed General Miguna Miguna befits the position of the deputy governor constitutionally and thus should be fully vetted and approved. Some of the lawyers banging the drum for the Miguna nomination includes Nelson Harvey and Cliff Ombesa, who in one accord said Miguna should deputize Sonko.
So if the lawyers went to the extent of picking the letters, it technically meant that they had consulted with him about the appointment.
Political analysts, however, are projecting a political rift between Sonko and the Jubilee administration in his latest move to nominate Dr. Miguna.
Is that Sonko has been under enormous pressure from the national government. In fact, they have had a big fight with some key people in the office of the president. And that fight has been ongoing. And Sonko feels strongly that there are people who are determined to force him out of the office, or they are trying to reduce him to size. And either I believe Miguna comes in handy in terms of fight for Sonko.
Some of the leaders from the Jubilee camp, led by Nairobi County Senator Johnson Sakaja, have brushed off the nomination of Miguna as Nairobi County Deputy Governor, saying that Miguna is a Canadian and thus unfit constitutionally to hold any government post.
I want to advise the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nairobi a very simple thing. Who cleared Miguna to run for the governorship of Nairobi? Suppose today Miguna won the seat of governorship in Nairobi. Would the same Speaker be saying the same language?
Even though his lawyers have welcomed this move with open arms, it remains to be seen whether Miguna will give a nod to this appointment from a person he considers as a semi-illiterate and cartel. Victor Nabiswa, KUTV, Nairobi.
Well, thank you, Victor Nabiswa. That is truly what is the talk of the town right now. Perhaps just to take a look at what Miguna Miguna had to say in whatever transpired at the county hall right here in Nairobi County after the one and only Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko actually decided to nominate him as his deputy. Let's take a look at what Miguna Miguna and perhaps the rest of the Nairobi leadership had to say. Now, that is a tweet by Dr. Miguna, who says, Mr. Mike Sonko and I have not spoken, met or communicated since our gubernatorial debate in July 2017, right before the August 8th general election. I will not comment on malicious information, material or cheap propaganda circulating in the social media. Moving over to the senator in Nairobi County, Johnson Sakaja, who says Miguna will not become the deputy governor of Nairobi. Take that to the bank. Well, quite an interesting turn of events there. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. Well, it's true to say there are no real enemies in politics, and we should emulate that as Kenyans. Over to Isiolo, where court has granted the first county secretary, Maurice Ogola, a 400,000 shilling bond in an abuse of office case presented by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC. According to the EACC, Ogola used his office to confer benefit by issuing appointment letters to 4 people on different dates. The accused, who has been charged alongside other former county government officials, denied the charges. Well, moving on, the Computer and Cybercrime Law continues to raise eyebrows, especially from different leaders across the country, especially from Baringo County. The leaders have raised concerns on the issue, and here's Ann Masharia with the report.
With the signing into law the cybercrime bill by President Uhuru Kenyatta on Wednesday, Kenyans have shown divergent views on the law that has sparked fears among the keyboard warriors. Willie Taras, an IT expert in Carbonet Town, Baringo County, said to implement the law, the government should also create a special unit of police who understand cybercrime to crack down the breaking of the new law.
For a country to develop, let's get the right news. For the country to go forward, let's get the right news. Otherwise, it is a good bill. Let's take effect. Let's be covered. But again, we should, as the Constitution say, we have the right and freedom for speech and expression. So if we cannot express ourselves according to our ideas, better still, we have to take care of our ideas.
He adds that it will be difficult to implement the law due to high number of social media users who count up to millions, especially on WhatsApp, adding that the law will only caution social media users. On the other hand, Baringo member of County Assembly Richard Teserem supported the move, saying Kenyans will not fall victim to those who spread fake news.
You know, information is power, as it says. And when we get the right information from the right people, then we are going to develop our country. Because information goes hand in hand with development. And with wrong information, we shall not go anywhere.
According to the Computer and Cybercrime Act, it states that, and I quote, under the new law, a person who intentionally publishes false information with an intent that the data shall be considered or acted upon as authentic with or without any financial gain commits an offense. The bill comes as various cybercrimes continue to be witnessed across the country. Ann Masharia, KUTV.
Well, now Machakos Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua has criticized high-level corruption in public service, claiming it will deprive the country. This he said while in Kisii town, where he handed over a chain and lamp to the host, Governor James Ongwae, for the impending Kenya Inter-County Cultural and Sports Association. Mutua condemned the alleged theft of 10 billion Kenya shillings from the National Youth Service, adding that investigation should be done to bring the culprits to book.
Na tatanishi kubwa sana tukiona ufisadi ambao tumeusikia kwenye vyombo vya habari, tukisikia kwamba mabilioni ya pesa yamechukuliwa na majamaa na wasichana wengine na ikapotea. Sisi kama magavana na sisi kama viongozi tunasema ya kwamba ufisadi unamaliza Kenya. Ufisadi unaua Kenya. Na tusipoungana kabisa, tuseme tumalize ufisadi huu, Kenya hakuna mahali itaenda, itaendelea kuwa nchi ya kuomba pesa na nchi ya umaskini.
Well, quite true. Those are real statements by the governor. Let's move on. Deputy President William Ruto is calling on religious leaders to work with the government in uniting Kenyans Mr. Ruto said a united country will usher in more development, thereby empowering Kenyans economically. Speaking at his residence in Karen within Nairobi County during a meeting with the African Inland Church leaders from Ukambani today, the Deputy President said the journey to build a more cohesive Kenya that he started with President Uhuru Kenyatta back in 2013 should be continued.
Muombe nchi yetu ili hii siasa ambayo imegawanya Kenya, ikaweka ukabila, ikapanda chuki. Mungu atusaidie tuondoe na tujenge daraja ya urafiki na undugu na umoja, ili kwa pamoja tuungane na tujenge taifa letu kama ndugu moja wa taifa moja, watu wa Kenya.
Well, let's take a short break right now on KUTV News at 8. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook. Check out our page. That's at KUTV Kenya for more information regarding this particular broadcast. But when we come back, we'll highlight the plea of street children, where we take a look at what exactly it means to be a street child, surviving on the mercy of strangers who don't really know what hardships you're going through. Stay tuned for that and more.